Welcome to the TALKESHI podcast, episode 80, I think. Please let me be right. And if I'm wrong, well, it's episode 80, or whatever appears here. Hi, guys. Clearly, I'm not in where I typically record my podcasts. De verdad me la hizo. Neither of my cameras are charged. My mic isn't working correctly. I'm also not feeling very good. So this is just like a mess. This is like, pero mira, contra viento, marea y tempestad, right? Reference to la que está aquí, Miss Villana, which is what we're gonna talk about today, because it's fun and because I don't know. Is it weird that I like covering events? Should I do that more often? I don't know. Like last episode was literally covering the Bad Bunny album listening. Pero nada, viste. I'm gonna try my best to bring an episode. I couldn't do it last week for the same reason, but here I am, right? What is the beginning of this podcast episode? Anyway, today we will be talking about Babilonia. Today we're gonna be talking about Villana's first concert. Like, she's obviously done a lot of shows, but this is her first concert. I wish I could have gone. There's just been so much talk about it porque, verdad, just religious fanatics have been going after her, y just like, which is to be expected if we're being honest. A trans woman being a leader in her, like, not only her community, but being like a big symbol in Puerto Rico, and la música puertorriqueña is no small feat. So I want to touch a little bit on that because I have something fun planned for today. With very special guest Ricardo from Entucineastas, who's an awesome peer, an awesome content creator. Just very excited to have them on. But before we get into this, which I'm sorry, I'm just really loving this background. Credits to the photo right here, of course. But before we get into that, I do want to quickly say something about the Israel-Palestine issue. And I mean, I simply can't stay quiet about this, no matter what. And I don't think anyone should, no matter what their level of education on this is. I just think, first of all, let me just get this out there. Free Palestine. I think anyone who has been reading about this and knows about this, if I say conflict, forgive me, but obviously it's not a conflict. It's a very big issue regarding colonization and occupation, and I do want to say free Palestine. I want to say I stand with Gaza. I stand with the people who are suffering so badly under this occupation. And the things I read, I don't know if a lot of people have been reading about this. I'm pretty sure my audience has. But the things that they have been undergoing are unimaginable to us here in the Western world. I also believe that if you yourself haven't been under colonization or under any sort of oppression of this magnitude, you just, and I'm not saying this to antagonize anyone, I'm just simply stating that if you can't imagine this, if you haven't been under oppression like this, it may be hard for you to understand, which is why I implore you to educate yourself. I know that the internet can make you feel sometimes like a little bit of a victim, and I don't say that with any meanness in my heart or mind or anything. I know how easy it is. I know how easy it is to go and read things that challenge your point of view and to quickly just defend yourself and be, defensive about a certain point of view. But I think it's important with this that we stand on the side of humanity, that we stand on the side of, of a reality that is happening over there. And what Israel is doing is not right. And that's me putting it like in the lightest way possible, but just so you know, right, where I stand with this. And that's just really it. I implore, like, if you haven't been educating yourself, just try to do so. Obviously with a lot of empathy for the people who are actively suffering. Like, I'm sorry that I keep saying unimaginable, but it really is unimaginable. These horrors that we've seen, like, it just cannot stand. And I think it is important, like, no matter what your platform is, to talk about these things, right? That has been my stance ever since I have started reading about this, like, 2 years ago. And that will keep being my stance. I will stand with Palestine. From river to the sea, Palestine will be free. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try to keep pushing, even though, it's not easy after such a heavy topic to do so. But I just wanted to get that out there because it's something I care about. What we came to talk about today is Babilonia. And so I didn't go. And I'm glad that I didn't get tickets because of social anxiety, but obviously I got FOMO. But I'm glad because I didn't feel good. However, wow, how people have described this has been insanely beautiful. And let me just say something before we talk about, like, how, like, religious people have been going nutty over this. Like, I grew up Christian, or at least, like, raised up in a not Catholic, because my father is Catholic, but my mother is Protestant. But definitely, like in a Christian mindset growing up. I wouldn't even say, like, that we went to church or anything like that, but I was definitely raised to believe in God and all that stuff. And I was definitely indoctrinated to fear, through fear. And as a person who, like, suffers every day with, like, my social anxiety and my fears and, like, my just general anxiety, it was really easy to indoctrinate me to believe that if I did something wrong or did something against authority or anything like that, that I would be punished for it. And it's still something I struggle with to this day. And I say that even regarding, demonic imagery or things like that. I still, like, and you know what? I'm so glad that, like, the one person that I couldn't relate to is Trisha on this. But, like, she also, she's like, I think she and I, maybe me less than her, but she's talked about how, like, demonic imagery and stuff like that, like, still in her mind that it's, like, scary or bad or things like that. Like, and I remember Ethan from H3 telling her, like, that's just your superstition, or, just, like, that's just, it's been ingrained in you. And I feel, but also, like, yeah, it's so deep in my mind sometimes that I get scared and I get like, I don't like that. However, like, queer people and their relationship to that kind of imagery is actually very fascinating to me, because, like, I don't know, like, I think society has told them that they are evil or bad or anything like that, and they have tried to reclaim that imagery and be like, you know what, you want to say that we're going to hell and that we're gonna, and I don't even associate, like, I will never understand, like, I will never understand how, like, putting your wiener wherever you want to put it, or whoever you want to bump coochies with, has to do with, like, your spiritual life and how good of a person you are, or things like that. So, like, to me, it's just outrageous. And also, like, I believe it's pretty iconic and very sexy and awesome that, like, that, queer people and Villana kind of reclaim that kind of imagery and call this Babilonia, which, like, I looked it up recently. I went, like, down a little rabbit hole on like ancient Babylon. Like, that's which, if you don't know, was, like, this place where people claim, like, horrible things happened, aka probably, like, the best orgasms of people's lives. But yeah, like, as for the concert, I just want to say that I didn't go, but I would have loved to. If you didn't see my Halloween costume, well, one of them, I dressed up as Villana because I love Villana. I respect her. I wanted to, like, honor her. and just I'm a huge fan. I always will be. She's amazing. She's not only a very gifted songwriter and rapper, but she's also so eloquent and so educated, and just like I, as a woman, I admire her a lot. You know, our stripes as women are different. She is a trans woman. I am a cis woman, but I really do believe, like, you know, she was like, ojo con le aliade, and she is completely right. Like, what the fuck is allyship? ¿Cómo se dice eso? Like, agotamiento de eso. Como tú te vas a get tired because you are an ally. That is so stupid. That is so stupid. You are not suffering at all. But I do believe that as, you know, cis women, we should what? This is my, what's that word for not dyslexia, but like when you can't say the words in order. I feel like that happens a lot. As cis women, we should stand up for our trans sisters. I think it's very important to do so, to stand in solidarity with them, because society will listen to us. They won't often listen to our trans sisters, and I think it's important to do so. And as a woman, honestly, she ¿cómo se dice eso? Dios mío, I just forget words. Ella me representa más que la misma Joan Bebé o muchas mujeres homofóbicas, transfóbicas, pro vida, whatever you want to call them. So I just want to say that. I just want to say que I think it is important to speak up for our trans sisters, for the queer community, as, you know, just as people with privileges. Like, I may be a woman and I suffer oppression because of that, but I'm also a cis woman. I'm a non-racialized woman, como que, you know. But anyway, moving forward, the show como tal, I would have loved, again, I'm a huge fan of Villana. I would have loved to have witnessed so many of the songs on Sustancia X live. Please, Villana, please make a show that I can go to and enjoy, because I had a great time last time I went there. You know, just on a day that I can go, because I would love to. I would love to hear Villana just like go crazy on stage. But yeah, the show como that, I can imagine it was great. So the story about the concert como tal, which like again had this like all, you know, just like scary Halloweeny, because it's very Halloweeny themed imagery, is that, you know, I talked about this like a few episodes ago, where like people were coming for her, and especially religious people were talking about how this is like bad for the kids or whatever, and how stupid that was. And you know, she suffered a lot of, you know, Villana suffered a lot of persecution because of that. Like, it's crazy. Nevertheless, it went on, but either way, it started raining on Friday, which was the day of the concert. But I kind of love that people didn't make a big deal out of it. You know, they like it rained and it flooded, and I'm pretty sure I didn't really see them, but a lot of religious fanatics just went off being like that's because you're all going to hell. But nevertheless, what's that quote? I just forget things today. That quote that's like, nevertheless she persevered, and she did, because the concert went off on Sunday, 2 days later. Oh my god. Religious themes here, which apparently Villana is. I mean, I don't think she's religious, but she was raised in religion, and she said something on her Tiny Desk, which, hello, how many of our Puerto Rican artists go on Tiny Desk on NPR? This is incredible. And she was like, you know, a lot of queer people, she said, were raised with religious values, but leave because they don't feel welcome there. And again, I reiterate, what does your sex life have to do, or you like, hey, I don't want to praise God as a guy, I want to praise God as a girl. What does I have to, like, why am I burning in hell for that? You know, if you can go to church with like implants, you can go to church changing like your hair or your face, or with makeup on and no makeup on. It's just so dumb. But anyway, yeah, so like, the concert was apparently incredible. Lots of guests, because she does have songs with amazing artists like right now, like Ana Macho, who has been on this, friend of the show. With she had a lot of, like, I think Barbie Delgado, who's a well-known figure in the trans community. She was in her intro. By what I saw, she also did she was like on the pole. Okay, she like on the stripper pole. Like there was a lot of awesome things going on. And she apparently gave a speech, just talking about how she had been under like this scrutiny for this past month, because literally, like, I think I remember reading about this like on October 2nd. It's like October 30, bro. Like, I can't imagine. She said, like, I will never mention like the DMs that I've received, but it's just so nasty and horrible that these things happen still nowadays, when it's like there's so many other things that we should be caring about. And she said this in her story, where she talked about like how there's a literal Jenna's side. I don't want YouTube, don't demonetize me, but how that is happening, and people just go after her instead and tell her, oh, it started raining on your concert because this and this. And it's like, there's so many other things happening, and you're here like focused on me. What an it girl. Oh, what an ick girl from those guys, but what an it girl, Villana. I'm such a stan. This is embarrassing how much of a stan I am. But anyway, I want to wrap this up a little because I have a segment with a friend coming up soon, and I just want to say, by what I heard, she talked about, just queer liberation in general, and how we should be focusing on things like the femicides, and how so many queer kids grow up feeling like they're the only queer person, and how wrong it feels and everything like that, because they don't see anyone like her growing up, or just being like a free woman and a free person living their truth. And yeah, I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to show my admiration for Miss Villana, because of course, and just so many other random things happened. I don't know, like things I've already covered on this podcast, so I'm not gonna get to it, but just a crazy wild event by what I saw through like my friends' stories and their tweets, and just like the coverage of this, and I just want to say this is awesome, and that I will always regret fumbling having Villana as a guest. I think Muñeca had just come out, and I was still like struggling to get my podcast in shape, but I should have done it. I don't know. But just so proud of her, and just so proud of seeing how far she's come, because I've followed her. I've followed Villana for years, for a long time. So just happy to see these things happening, and people saying that the energy there was incredible, which I love when events have incredible energy, i.e. the Eshis. But just so lovely, to see things like this happening, where people like, especially queer people, have like a safe space and an awesome space for them to just like thrive, pretty much. I thought I wasn't gonna say a lot in this segment specifically, but wow, I said a lot, didn't I? Now we move on to the segment with my friend. I hope you enjoyed this. We're just gonna do judging outfits, and it's gonna be fun because a lot of people wore some really cool stuff for this concert. And yeah, here goes. Without further ado, here's Ricardo from Entucineastas, and we will be judging outfits. So, aquí tenemos a Ricardo. I've already introduced Ricardo a little bit before, pero para quienes no les conocen, this is Ricardo from Entucineastas, from another podcast, and just friend of the show. I'm so glad que por fin como que te tengo for a little bit of a co-host. Hoping, ni ha pasado y ya I'm hoping que se repita, that's just how it is cada vez que te veo.
We're manifesting. Esto va a pasar otra vez, confía.
Yes, yes, yes. Porque yo iba a decir yes, yes, yes como la de yes, 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 ice cream so good. I think I'm just very excited. So, so we're gonna be here to talk about. Bueno, ya yo hablé mi parte, pero what's your opinion on Babilonia and like all the like press coverage que recibió y todo? Like, tell me about it.
Bueno, primero que todo, tengo que decir que esto fue un evento masivo. Esto tenía que pasar, se tenía que dar desde la tormenta. ¿Ves la tormenta? Porque yo no estuve ahí, pero ajá. Desde la tormenta de lluvia que hubo el viernes hasta la
Mm-hmm.
anticipación del domingo que tiene sus connotaciones religiosas y todo. Yo pienso que Babilonia was set to be massive, como que tenía que ser el evento del año. So, genuinamente, o sea, lo poco que vi en redes, que fue un montón, actually, siento que era necesario que esto pasara. O sea, tú me vas a decir que Cardé,
Mira.
being an ally sobre este evento, ya con eso yo pienso que eso alcanzó peak massiveness y cobertura mediática. Así que genuinamente, nada más con los visuales del principio con Barbie Delgado literalmente recitando fucking yo misma, fui mi ruta de Julia de
Beautiful.
Burgos
Honestly,
para
goosebumps.
pelos. Y como que
Goosebumps.
la respuesta de la gente ha sido tan positiva y como que gente conmovida viendo el show y todo. Siento que solamente se puede explicar tú estando ahí. Y eso yo lo
Yeah.
respeto. Y yo acepto el FOMO, yo lo acepto con mucho respeto.
Same.
Pero genuinamente, esto si no pasaba ahora, iba a pasar eventualmente. Esto tenía que pasar para que ahora el shift de la conversación esté más presente y sobre todo con los discursos que dio Villana al principio. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
esto,
y eso,
esperemos lo mejor.
Y eso que dices de Artecalde, because I recorded like the first half of this episode, I stopped and then me metí a las redes and I saw it and I was like,
Mira, yo quedé fría, yo sí.
okay, but like, you know what's crazy? Usualmente Artegalde has like the stupidest takes on things, como que
Literal.
whether or not they be problematic, son siempre como que just eyebrow raising. Y este fue como que I was prepared, yo estaba como que, ay Dios mío, qué estupidez voy a leer ahora. But when I read it, I was like, wait,
La peor,
what?
la peor persona que conoces acaba de hacer un buen punto. Como que literalmente.
Right.
Tiene un arte obsceno. Como que usualmente yo me preparo por un arte bien sobre sensacionalista o bien
Sí.
como grotesco.
or weird. ¿Te acuerdas cuando dibujó a Bad Bunny como Boqui, like like what's the context for this? Like this made no sense. Como que it was just so random.
Como que no seas that's not even patriotic. Como que eso ya es como que borderline psychotic.
It's just
Literalmente.
like,
You want to do like furry porn en verdad. This is what like it's giving me.
Altecalde está escondido bajo una agenda furry.
screw la
Me
agenda
ma-
homosexual. Where's the furry agenda? Honestly.
Yo no voy a normalizar, yo no voy a decir nada al respecto, yo voy a cerrar mis opiniones hasta que yo llego.
Honestly.
Pero sí, like I said, I just think it was amazing. But I mean, it was every coverage, every como que yo estaba hablando de que se dio como un buen espacio para, ¿verdad? Las personas queer and just like anyone que, no sé, can see beyond como que el sensationalism y todo eso. I think it was great. It was a great display of just like free sexuality and free como que just being free and being sin estar preocupada over like persecución or just like feeling scared for your queer identity. I think it was just like a beautiful moment in general.
No, y literalmente súper rápido, ver amistades como que performing, participación de artistas, como
Sí.
que amistades que tú conoces de hace tiempo, tener su spotlight moment, genuinamente, eso a mí como artista también me llena mucho porque es que merecen la exposición, así que Villana lo hizo todo.
Honestly. Y ella, she's just such like, of the people. Para mí, she's like a folk hero. Ella como que, like, ella, I was talking about how eloquent she is. Como que ella cogió esa tarima y ella dio un speech porque ella sabe de lo que está hablando, ¿me entiendes? She walks the walk and she talks the talk. Well, al revés. Pero, you know what I mean. Like, she's just such a woman. Como que ella de verdad I love her so much. I'm just such a big stan. Por eso hice el Halloween costume, because I admire her so much.
I get it, ¿no? Y usó su plataforma. Yo pienso que usar tu plataforma,
So
pienses que es
important.
pequeña o no, después de que la uses, you're doing great. Ya, literalmente.
Y ella reconoce que she has a big one también, como que ella sabe que people are listening to her, que ella sabe que her words are going to be taken out of context, ella sabe que, you know, people are going to hear her message, and like whether or not you take it for what it is, ¿verdad? Pasará lo que pasará, but she's out there doing the damn thing. So, yeah, so now, speaking of judgment-free zones, this is not one. We are going to be judging outfits. It's all in good fun, ¿verdad? Como siempre. But es que como si, like, I love this segment simplemente porque it's just something que cada vez que hay un evento, puede ser un concierto de any loser. So I'm glad que like, se dio para, like, Queen Villana, ¿verdad? Pero, cualquier concierto, I'm always, like, looking at the fits, I'm looking at, like, lo bien que la pasaron, qué sé yo. So this time I want to be part of the, o sea, con este segmento, I want to be part of the action, and I want to be, like, judging what's on my feed. So I'm so glad que tengo a Ricardo aquí to do that with me, to judge, like, you know, our friends and our mutuals' outfits. Y pues, here we go. But anyway, here's our first outfit, obviamente, from the queen herself. I absolutely love this. I love que como que even though el show como que algo like super fuerte with like all the bold colors and like specifically black and red themes, como que ella se fue, no sé si este fue el primero, but I love que this was like, you know, it's like nude, soft, brown, como que schoolgirl type beat. No sé, I love it.
Y entiendo que esto es un ectonormal original.
Yes, yes, it is.
O sea, let's talk about the patterns. Qué cosa
I love it.
absurda.
Let's talk about the
Literalmente,
texture.
los brillos, mira, like the little sparkles en el bustier se dice. Like, it's just so pretty. Y pienso que también, ¿verdad? En la imagen no se ve súper bien, pero los bailarines, al estar en un color tan neutral, la hace resaltar no matter what she wears. So, siento que eso es como que tan importante en como que cuando hacemos un espectáculo, siento que muchas veces we forget about the background.
Yeah.
Y that's just as important. So, siento que ella literalmente resalta, no importa lo que tenga puesto. It's just, it's
She,
good. It's just that good.
She looked so good. And then, like, speaking of, también tengo fotos de a fellow friend of the show, Ana Macho, who is also wearing an Héctor Omar original. And, like, Héctor Omar sent me pictures of the outfit como tal, like...
El color, que bello. Oh my God.
I love it. Doesn't it remind you of, like, that one, como que Ariana Grande one? Which I love. No, pero it's because I love, that's like one of my favorite, como que, like, I love the designs in that tour, y I love that this is kind of reminiscent of that, and it's so Ana Macho, como que with, like, the feminine, cute, like, bow ties, y ese, bow ties? Bows, just, like, pink bows.
No, yo siento que definitivamente esto es Héctor Omar Original, pero definitivamente es Ana Macho Coded. Definitivamente.
yes. I love it.
Ella tiene estos pequeños statements con sus outfits que simplemente just highlight her so well. Y también o sea, para mí los guantes, ya yo veo guantes en ella, es como que that's Ana Macho, y amo las botas demasiado. So, literalmente, certified Ana Macho look. O sea, es que la composición, los colores de la peluca con el traje, como que los guantes y las botas just color block everything.
Mm-hmm.
Literal. And I love que it is reminiscent del video de Muñeca también, which is like the song that they both come on and sing, because in that video they're like both blonde and they're both como que with like a lot of pink attire. I love it. I love it so much.
De los mejores videos musicales en la historia puertorriqueña. It should be
So-
taught.
Honestly, people will be singing this at funerals, como es la el video de Whitney Houston. So, le sigue Nicole, because I literally begged, because I saw just a little bit of their outfit and I was like, this is like already my favorite look of the night. What are you talking about? I know they use this para como que like the first night before the floods, Pero, oja, because honestly, I love this little piece right here. It's just so them. It was so fitting for Babilonia.
Definitivamente, todo lo que fue leather, black, todo lo que fue como que kink adjacent, simplemente
Yes.
funciona.
Yes, I love that. Y
Huh?
Liberación sexual. Grita liberación sexual, literalmente. It's just not good. Y es bien sencillo, como que like, ahí tú ves que just, tú no necesitas hacer un big statement con lo que estés usando. Literalmente, prenda o como que cualquier artefacto que hable como ese centro. It's just, that's enough. That's really enough.
I
No, en
love
verdad,
it.
super cute.
sí, y lo que fue, again, como que I feel like recently black has been a little overused. Lo digo as someone who is always wearing black and like loves it, pero para este concierto it was just like so fitting. And like anything that was like black or red, I was just kind of living for it, honestly.
Literal. It's true, it's
Eh,
true.
so here comes Velvet. Okay,
I'm just so biased. Como que Velvet puede usar un mapo, como
Taco
que
Papa.
puede usar un mapo de traje y yo lo voy a amar demasiado, como que look at the material. O
Look at
sea,
the material.
black es su color, el negro es su color, como que
Fool. I hope they never change hair colors.
literalmente no hay otro color que le venga a Velvet. Velvet inventó el negro, así que yo no,
Honestly.
I literally have nothing to say, amo los cuernos demasiado que se los quitaron, by the way. Ah, If I speak, if I speak.
Distrito Timovi, que es la que. Distrito, sí, Distrito.
Yo quiero que hagan un statement, un comunicado de prensa diciendo los motivos detrás de quitarle los cuernos a varias personas, porque no fue
Mm-hmm.
la única. Pero nada, el
Mm-hmm.
punto es que este look, tras que grita Velvet, o sea, es bien característico de Velvet, el detalle rojo del tongue.
Chef's kiss, honestly. And just like the glasses también. It's just everything. The umbrella motif. Honestly, though, me encantó. I think it was such a cute look. Y me dio un fun fact when I asked for permission to see this, which was, o sea, to use this. And it was que ese fue un alt outfit que only happened because the concert was postponed. So,
It's
And it
true.
was amazing.
No, it looks amazing. Yo estoy...
le sigue friend of the show, Ariana Perkins. Honestly, o sea, I didn't know that they used this para como que the concert.
¿Sabes qué? Eso me recuerda como que lo que tiene puesto, me recuerda tanto a medieval times, como que los tiempos
Yes.
medievales.
Yes.
Y eso, it just blows my mind porque siento que va muy bien atado a lo gótico, a todo este
Mm-hmm.
concepto de maldad o de cinismo. So,
Mm-hmm.
yo vi este mug y yo, yep, yep. A mí me encanta el trabajo de Ariadna. Yo siento que Ariadna es
Same.
sumamente completa. Y de verdad que yo vi el maquillaje, me encanta, de verdad. Y los chains, self-explanatory, no hay que abundar,
Sí,
pero
pero
generalmente siento que es otro ejemplo de como que algo simple, como que maybe tenía el hoodie o la camisa puesta y algo, it just makes a statement. Y eso para mí funciona too well. It's just
Yes, and just friend of the show. Me and Arena are very good friends. I love them, and I hope to see them again on the show. And this just did not surprise me at all, porque en verdad, like, they're just so talented and amazing. Y en verdad, no sé, ahora mismo, I'm like kind of missing them a little bit. That just, me salió ahora mismo del alma, como que just like, oh, we should make content again. Speaking of more friends of the show, Anna Mine, juega co-host. Ella lo dio todo. Ella lo dio todo. I don't have like a full-on outfit. Maybe I'll throw it on here en el episodio. But she went, como que ella no dijo, como que I am speechless, low key, porque en verdad she went with like she could have just gone easily como que with like a hot girl look, como que just like throw on some like lingerie or something like that, porque ella bien hot girl, ella bien como que, you know, but no, she was like, I want to go all out. I want to como que darlo todo with my fit. I want to look Mesopotamian. okay? I want to look from like those times. So el fit para mí lo fue todo, at least like this here, como que just like the, I love it. Y the red like contacts, I love it.
Literalmente como que I cannot stop looking a la rostra. Ella literalmente tiene, her face card never declines, literalmente.
Never.
I just
Never.
know. I just know. Pero literalmente los detalles, tanto del collar como eso mismo de la era,
Mhm.
it's just so well done, en verdad. Como que siento que es bien, con todo y que es bastante minimalista, es como, resalta mucho, como que just impacta mucho. So it's a very well done look.
Yes, and her best friend Noeli also, like, you know, this looks like chainmail. This looks like a little bit como que reminiscent of Adrian's look, a little bit, and I love that.
Es que de mis looks favoritos, cuando tú me enviaste esto, oh,
She
yo,
ate.
me encanta. O sea, no comment, no critics,
No
it's just,
notes.
no notes, en verdad, just, me encanta, o sea, me encanta el uso de manga. Y
Mhm.
nada aquí, I'm a sucker for como que statement pieces, literalmente.
Yes.
Literal, and monochrome everything. I love it también.
Ella dijo ponytail y she owned it. She owned the ponytail. Y el mug, no, definitivamente de mis looks favoritos de la noche. Yeah, just
Period.
Literal. Next up we have Luismi, Dinamita. I love this look. I love como que leather jacket, just like the leather motif también como que just like I think it's so cute. The chain, the bag, the boots con la mediecita, the high como que hiking up of. And I feel like the aviators como que también son bien trademark of Luismi and I love it.
yo necesitaba ver como leather, pero quería ver este denim. Yo como que,
Yes.
una parte de mí como quería ver denim en Babilonia. Y de repente había Luis y fue como que, they understood the assignment so well. Me encanta.
Honestly.
Los denim touches 10 de 10. Me encantan. Amo los zapatos. Los zapatos son como que tan
Ugh,
chic.
I wish I could zoom in Aita.
O sea, definitivamente, it just works so well. Y siento que en efecto la combinación de las cosas es como bien, es como que no es algo que I would piece together, por lo menos yo como que siento que tiene tanto uso y ella le dio un toque bien distinto. I just appreciate that a lot. Cuando yo sé
Yes.
que, cuando yo sé que van a traer algo nuevo a la mesa o algo como que diferente a lo que yo esperaría, it's just
Mhm.
it works so well.
Very layered. I love that it's a very layered look. Como que just like black on black on black and then the denim detail. I love it. Entonces le sigue aquí nuestro amigo. Oh my god. I love the hat, first of all. I love the lip and belt.
Eso es mi favorite thing, literalmente. It's my favorite thing. Oh,
So cute. I love the just like the es que with these outfits again you can't go wrong. She went like with the colors, como que en verdad yo sé que si ella fuera 10 she would have definitely gone chinita, you know.
ella entiende el tema muy bien, así que definitivamente ella definitivamente sabía lo que estaba haciendo. Me encanta definitivamente. Ah, hasta las uñas, mira, este es uñas, lips and belt.
Oja, oh my god.
No, y también como que grita Halloween in a way, como que es sencillo
Yes.
y es minimalista y simple, pero es just, you throw anything over it, you throw a whole outfit and you put a hat. Es como que ya, I get it, entiendo. De verdad
Honestly.
que really pretty, really pretty.
And to top it all off, como que with the con Dios mío, the lyric, I love it. And that's a theme, como que there were a few people que sent it to me with the lyric de canción de Villana.
I
As
love
it
it.
it's representation.
Look at Jordy's look. Now, conseguí esta otra foto just because like I love it so much.
Yeah, yeah.
She was honestly giving. Me encantó el color. I love how it was like y yo aquí an antithesis to the red.
Like
No,
that's a
iba a decir que el color como que no lo hubiese asociado con Villana hasta que vi el stage. Fue como que, She knew something. They knew something.
Right? You know, not me realizing this con la foto que tengo aquí arriba. Oh my God.
Pero definitivamente tengo que decir que amo como que los detalles en la falda y como que
Right.
el make-up, como que again, otro ejemplo de a very good accessorizing. Siento
Mm-hmm.
que los detalles son bien pocos, pero son bien puntuales, son bien característicos, son como que they just irradiate, la gafa, el collar, la cartera, la pulsera, it's just so pretty. So como que they never disappoint look-wise. I respect that. I can respect that.
They were very, también como que just so her. I love that. I love when you can just feel someone's personality through their clothes, and this is like a great example of that.
Literalmente, pienso que lo has descrito como es. Literalmente se refleja mucho que hay personalidad en el look.
Yes, yes. Seguimos. Okay, this was one of the ones you sent. I love Lisa, first of all. I follow her on Instagram. Y cuando vi este post, I was like, el meme ese de two queens joined together for their maximum slay o algo así.
Slay, literal.
Yes.
Oh, I just love como que nuevamente la composición de camisa y pantalón, como que son colores diferentes, pero ambos son brillos. Es como que it's just a great color blocking. Con las pulseras también, que las pulseras son bien distintivas. Me está dando Eras Tour tease, pero
Yes.
eso
I
es,
love.
es porque pues, yo soy un massive Taylor Swift fan. Pero cuando la ves con Villana, like the chains y los
Sí, eso iba a decir. Eso iba a decir. I love how it goes with like her fit as well.
literalmente, how can people be so smart? How can people anticipate so much? Como que
Honestly, though.
they're just the smartest people I know, literalmente.
Also, cabe recalcar que, Dios mío, es que esto no me está dejando hacer zoom in. Are you kidding me? Pero, cabe recalcar que Villana, like, siempre, pero en esa última foto, she looks so gorgeous. I'm like,
She has such a great smile, como que we don't talk about that enough. Como que ella tiene una cara tan linda.
very few people can just, like, smile y just, like, have a like, big tooth smile. And she's just, like...
Mira todo mi
Casual,
diente
super
aquí.
casual.
Pues le sigue my friend Jay.
Okay.
Una conejita como Playboy Bunny. Honestly, I love como que, Emma, you know what? That was a very smart thing. Tú hablando de como que how can people be so smart? And I never considered como que if I went, like, I should have probably, como que I could have gone with a costume, but also like a play on one of Villana's like fucking lyrics. I could have done that.
I mean, a mí me hubiese encantado ir de muñeca. Like,
Mm,
muñeca de trapo, please.
ooh,
Please.
yes.
Yes.
Este look me encanta, nuevamente, estamos accessorizing, me gustan, me encantan. Creo que estoy un poco obsessed con no sé si son pulseras, no sé cómo decirlas, pero las pulseras me fascinan, son tan
Mm-hmm.
simples. Y creo que también me gusta mucho como que el chronism of it all, como que todo haya sido un mismo
Yes.
color y se vea como que
Like
tan compatible. El lingerie.
lace and lace.
Exacto, 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 exacto. It's
Love it.
beautiful. Like, there's nothing wrong with this. I just feel like it's proper. Es para la ocasión.
Yes.
Period. Le sigue our friend Abdel. Love the vampire theme. Como que when they sent me this fit.
No es cualquier vampire, también es como que época, como que me está dando época, me está dando como que a modern look on como que esta Victorian era, como que esta era de vampiros donde estaban ocultos, estaban mingling with people. Es como un poquito antes de Interview with the Vampire-esque de
Mm-hmm.
la serie, porque creo que la película así como que matches, pero it just works so well y como que se disfrazan en Halloween, like that's Halloween y Babilonia, dos pájaros de un tiro, más dos pájaros de un tiro.
Honestly. Yeah.
Smart, smart.
I love that concept. Le sigue this one. okay, wait. Because I absolutely love this. I love, again, the black motif, but also the makeup and the upside.
Full.
She went all out. She went all out with this look. Love que es como que transparente. Love, o sea, no transparente, but like, you know, like.
See-through.
Yes, yes. I absolutely love como que the monja feel,
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
know? The religious.
Ella sabe sus ángulos, como que these pictures are so pretty.
Yes, I loved. Our friend Gabs here también fue de como que just dark mistress, you know, I love that vibe.
¿Sabes qué me da como campesina, like, pero campesina como que como la bruja del campo, como que
Bruja del campo.
esta señora que tú sabes como que hace cosas, pero tú no sabes como que cómo explicarlo. She does like magic, como que es sencillo. She does like magic, ella está en su casa siempre haciendo pociones y cosas. It's just motive. Me está dando motivos por. I just
Men
love
go into her house and they never come
it.
out.
Ah, no lo pudiste haber dicho mejor, literalmente.
Honestly, y se ve bella. I love that. Mira, this was one of my favorites.
Este es
Los,
first look, yeah.
los
Los
cuernazos.
cuernazos.
Oh, un crimen, un crimen, un crimen que se lo hayan quitado. Yo no voy a,
So stupid.
yo no voy a perdonarle nada.
Pero
Yeah, just like the... ¿Ah?
No, y es que Saraí como que no tiene un bad look, o no tiene como que, o no tiene
no,
como
yeah.
un hair. Simplemente ya cualquier look que ella haga, simplemente sabe súper bien, sabe tan bien. Así que
She says...
I thought she
She,
ate. Fue
she
excelente.
ate so bad, como se ve tan perra y tan bella, and just like so, como que, if I had to choose someone that would like represent, like, oh, what are you gonna wear for Babilonia? This is like literally what I would show people.
Es como un mood board.
She
She
looks
looks
so
so
literalmente.
good.
good. And finally, this was probably like, como que thematic, with the whole cosa que te estaba diciendo de como que combining, como que lyrics and looks.
Ah,
First of all, she looks so much like Chill. Crazy how she did like exactly like her face. Like how did she fucking do that?
no, es que nuevamente ella sabía que no tenía que ir, usó referencia, es Halloween.
She did the como es she did what she had to do.
No, este literalmente es de mis looks favoritos también, aunque es un costume, siento que no es como que costume, ¿me entiendes? Como que siento que es
Mhm.
una crítica constante, como que, no, porque es un costume, qué sé yo. Y esto para mí se ve como authentic wear, como que ella,
Right.
que se ve crafted, como que ella le metió mano, ella lo trabajó, o sea, como que es un look que literalmente representa parte de lo que es Babilonia, I guess. Así que,
Yeah, and in a way como que en El Dorado they do, porque yo lo digo así El Dorado, pero es que El Dorado, Puerto Rico. Este, pero en El Dorado they do kind of like, you know, rituals and stuff like that, and I don't know why it just kind of reminds me of like metiendo ese miedo.
sí, no, es como que también el miedo de estar en un sitio nuevo, como que hasta, I mean, Loki es como es un colonizing, como que, team.
Mhm.
So, es como que ella está defendiendo su cultura y su patronage. Así que,
I
this is a
love
big,
it.
la pollina, o sea, como que ella hizo hasta la pollina. Come
That's
on,
crazy. I love it. I love it so
crazy.
much.
That was so fun. Ricardo, thank you so much por acompañarme aquí. This was so fun, and I hope we get to do like an in-person shoot at some point. Maybe something con Entucineastas. Big hoja.
Oh, mucho.
Big ass or
So yeah, thank you so much por acompañarme.
thank
And
you.
Ricardo, you plug your stuff. Plug whatever you want to
Gracias por la
plug.
invitación, genuinamente estoy sumamente agradecida. If I'm plugging myself, mira, Yo estoy estudiando mi maestría en crítica de cine. So, dale un hit a Entucineastas, síguenos en Instagram y Twitter. Estamos en cualquiera de las plataformas favoritas de streaming como podcast. Estamos en Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Estamos en mil sitios. Así que, literalmente, vete al link tree de de nuestras páginas. Ahí vas a encontrar todo lo que necesitas. Y shameless promotion, pues yo tengo mis redes. I'm kind of fun sometimes. Tengo mi cuenta
Kind
de
of.
Twitter.
You're super
Tengo mi,
fun.
tengo mi cuenta de Twitter, Croc Prince, que es mi personal, pero si quieres algo más serio, algo más profesional, tengo mi cuenta profesional que es R. Santana Fonseca. Ahí estoy pues practicando mi writing skills, ¿verdad? Y nada, mi Instagram es R. Andrés Santana. Están más que bienvenidas a seguirme donde a ustedes les guste. Y no, en verdad estoy súper excited de seguir compartiendo con Kiara cualquier cosita que venga por ahí.
Alright, guys, so ya escucharon a Ricardo, follow them, and like I said, I will see y'all in the next one. Bye, guys.
Chao.